Hello, BitMonger here. Hope you guys are all doing well. And today I'm going to talk about something that you guys may not have considered doing, but it has been an absolute fantastic thing for me. And I can only speak for myself, but hear me out. So, in the past, when I have found an absolute stunner of a Filipino girl, when she's an absolute hottie, like this one that we're looking at, something like this, total stunner. What you guys do is this: after you've gotten to know her, you offer to take her on a holiday, and I love to bring them to Thailand. I've taken them to Myanmar, I've taken them to Vietnam, and I've brought them to Indonesia. But I prefer Thailand. I think it's the best place because it's more modern, and they really like it, and they really enjoy coming on holidays. A lot of them really want to go on holidays. In some cases, they may have never been outside the country, but if she's a total stunner, she'll probably likely have a passport. But if she doesn't, no problem. What you do is you simply get her a passport, and when you take her to the airport, make sure that you have all your documents with you. Show them that you have, maybe have your bank statements, have the hotel reservations, so they can see that, so they know that she's going to be taken care of when you fly out of the country. Some guys have reported that they've had difficulty taking ladies out of the country. I've never had any problems, but I always got my shit together, and it's a smile and have a nice trip type of thing. So you bring them to Thailand or some other country. I'm just going to use Thailand in today's example, and they absolutely love it, guys. And you get way more bang for your buck. One, if you take them on a holiday, they're way more likely to ask for less money because they figure, hey, I'm getting a free holiday. Some cases, if you're really lucky, they may ask for, extremely small amounts. Depends on the gal. But I've had some amazing, amazing deals. And what you do is you bring them to Bangkok. It's a beautiful city. It's safe. You don't have any of these issues like you do in Manila or these other cities in the Philippines, where if you go off the beaten track, you got to worry about getting, jacked or held up or, you know, pickpocketed. You don't have that problem in Thailand, guys. So you can enjoy it. You can walk around, you know, and what you do is you sweeten the kitty and you tell her that you want to take her shopping. And that's going to light up most of their eyes because, these young ladies, these hotties, they like to look good. They like to dress in the new fashion. And there's a place in Bangkok called Pratunam where they have a ton of brand new style, you know, hip jeans or tops, swimsuits, accessories, where they are just dirt cheap. I mean, you can buy a girl a whole wardrobe for around $100, $150. You can get her a bunch of nice stuff, and she'll be over the moon. She'll be so happy and thankful, and it pays in spades, boys. It pays in spades. You know. Another thing of why I like to bring them over here is this: is you know I don't know how many of you guys have spent time in these other countries with young hotties, but oftentimes, you don't own a car there, so you're taking taxis around. And guess what? The taxi driver, he can see she's a total hottie, and he tries to chat her up. And honestly, if you're on a longer trip, it can become really annoying. You don't want to hear her chatting away with this guy. And if you got a Filipino over there and you're in Thailand, well, guess what? Most Thai guys don't speak English, so he's shit out of luck. You don't have to hear that. And I know some of you guys might say, but Jay Monger, you're bringing sand to the beach. And okay, I get that. I get it. Really, I understand that. Now, this is special circumstances. This is like if you really find a total hottie, Filipino hottie that you want to spend time with, I think this is a great option. You know, in Thailand, most Thai chicks, they don't want to leave Thailand. So they're happy to just be in Thailand. But Filipinos are a little different on this one. They're happy to get out of the country, and it really, really pays off. So what I do is I usually bring them down to my beach house and spend time in my condo in Bangkok. Luckily, I hold those types of assets. Most of you guys won't have that, so you're going to have to rent a place. But rent a nice place and show her a good time, and it is absolutely fabulous. I mean, you are going to have a wonderful holiday doing it this way, guys. And you got her undivided attention this way as well. Family members aren't going to be popping up or whatever. Her friends aren't going to be popping up. So you have her undivided attention, and it works really, really well. One other thing that you guys will appreciate is you'll have this time to really get to know her. And in addition to this, guys, um, I don't know how much time you've spent outside of the Philippines, but you'll find that when you go to Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, you'll find that the resorts there are way nicer than they are in the Philippines. The Philippines offers shit quality when it comes to the resorts for the price that you pay. And I think that has to do primarily with the fact that it's an island chain, and there's not as much tourism there. So the nicer resorts usually got you by the balls, and it costs them more money to ship in those materials and set it up. So they pass that cost on to you. So if you want really nice, high quality, nice resort, you come to Thailand, Bali, Vietnam. You're going to get way, way, way more bang for your buck there, all around, guys, all around. And this is what I would say you guys do. Now, use this time just to get to know her, and don't get too serious. Getting serious about these gals can be very, very dangerous. I only recommend that if you are going to get serious with them, be prepared to pay. You always pay, um, and be very real with yourself. If you can't afford it, you can't afford it, and don't let one of these women wreck you. A lot of guys come over here and they get completely pussy whipped due to not having spent a lot of time around, Asia, and they see these hotties, these young, beautiful women that are hanging out with you, and they lose it, and they lose their common sense, and they want to believe, and don't believe the hype. Don't believe it. Remember, you're still an old man. Just because you cross the pond doesn't make you Superman no more. Okay. What does make you super is if you got a fat wallet, and then you can be the Mac. But keep it for what it is. And honestly, you can beat the Mac, and it doesn't need to cost you a fortune if you're smart about it. But the key is to being smart about it, and of course, having some money. So if you guys are struggling with money, I strongly suggest you guys look at my other videos on how I invest. I'll be doing another video soon on investing and how to look at the market in order to make the big money and to change your life, so you don't have to be concerned about it, and you can enjoy all the fruits for as long as you like until you decide to pick one that makes you really happy. That's what I did, and I don't regret it one bit. So I'll be throwing a video about that real soon. And these are just some things that you guys might want to consider doing if you find an absolute stunner. I mean, it has been amazing, absolutely amazing for me, guys. I can't any higher because for all those reasons that I just told you about, they are, you can't discount those things, guys. Another thing that you'll find too is the food. When you come to places like Thailand, you can get amazing, delicious food everywhere for pretty cheap. Unlike the Philippines, the only place where you find good food in the Philippines mostly is in these big shopping malls in the cities. Otherwise, the food absolutely sucks. You can get good food in Vietnam as well as Indonesia. Malaysia is great too. I mean, I really like Malaysia. Malaysia's beautiful. So these are things that you guys, uh, I would recommend you do if you can afford it. You know, fine. You got a total stunner. She's happy to come check out the world. They are eager to do it, and it you'll reap all the benefits. Trust me, man. You will reap the benefits. And if she turns out to be a total, snapper and it doesn't work out, well, you send her on a plane right away and you send her back. Okay, that's how you manage that. And it's not a big deal. I mean, it might cost you 150 bucks for a ticket. That isn't that much, guys. It's not that much. Not when you consider, how much everything costs back at home. So there you have it, guys. That is the best way you can have a fantastic holiday experience with the hot Filipina. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed it and monger on.